Hey, it's me, JoJo from Jerz, and shocker, I have something to say. This one goes out to anyone saying they missed the mean tweets because things were better and more peaceful under Trump. So to those people, I have a few things to say. And I know that the people who need to hear this most probably won't listen. And even if they did listen, they probably wouldn't believe me. But you see, I really wish they would, because they're currently choosing to trust the Ram the Man Parts moron who Sharpied a weather map over our own media. And so they're not going to believe me, but I'm still going to say what needs to be said anyway. Maybe some of it'll seep in. So here we go. The world was not, in fact, more peaceful under Trump. There were several terrorist attacks on our soil, including an act of domestic terror on January 6th he himself incited and then ignored for hours while watching it unfold on TV. At least 65 active duty troops died in hostile action during his presidency. 100 plus troops suffered traumatic brain injuries as a result of an Iranian missile strike that he chose to downplay. And more civilians were killed in the Afghan conflict in 2019 than at any time since records have been kept. The deficit didn't decrease under Trump. In fact, the nearly $8 trillion he added to it ranks as the third biggest increase relative to the size of the economy of any presidential administration. The world didn't respect us more under Trump. In fact, in several nations that are key U.S. allies and partners, the share of the public with a favorable view of the U.S. was at its lowest point under Trump in nearly 2 decades of polling. And he was literally laughed at while speaking to the UN, and then by world leaders in his absence at a NATO summit. The economy wasn't stronger under Trump. In fact, multiple studies have shown that the Trump tariffs at best had a neutral effect on the economy and at worst cost America hundreds of thousands of jobs and higher prices for consumers. And his 2017 tax cuts did not pay for themselves or trickle down. And they are projected to significantly raise federal debt and increase income inequality. Not to mention the fact that Trump left office as the worst jobs president since Hoover. He doesn't like you to say that. Hoover. Meanwhile, under Biden, the U.S. managed to curb inflation faster than other economically developed countries, while also maintaining much lower levels of unemployment and higher wage growth, not to mention the fact that Biden has created more than 15 million jobs in under 4 years. The stock market wasn't better under Trump. Neither was oil production, manufacturing jobs, GDP growth, total exports, the cost of prescription drugs, job creation, the state of our roads, bridges and tunnels, the airline industry, or the healthcare available to our veterans. Americans were stockpiling Clorox wipes under Trump. We were wrestling for toilet paper, washing our groceries, and losing our loved ones in record numbers under Trump. The only people who fared better under Trump were the Trumps. Well, along with their super rich pals, unknown foreign entities, and Vladimir Putin, of course. So you can say you missed the mean tweets all you like, but you can't say you were better off under Trump, because you weren't, although he most certainly was. Well, that does it for today's rant. You can find more content from me on my Are You Effing Kidding Me podcast and my Are You Effing Kidding Me Substack. See you next time.